Don't look now, but the Phoenix Suns are heating up with Pascal Siakam and the Toronto Raptors in their building. Trade talks continue to loom about this Toronto team. It's the Raptors taking on the Suns, which means Mikal Bridges gets to go to work because he never misses work. Do you know Mikal Bridges has not missed a game in his collegiate or professional career? Look at Bridges go up top to DeAndre Ayton. The first quarter of this basketball game was characterized by Bridges' scoring ability. A career high for points in a quarter by Bridges, 16 first quarter points. And then Reliable finishes the quarter off in style. Chris Paul with a buzzer beater three-pointer, 19 points, 9 assists for CP3. Raptors show fight in the second. Siakam on the boards. Then we go back to the Bridges show. It's Mikal. Game so good you would have thought he went to Yale. Does that make sense? Fred VanVleet with a big-time deuce inside for Toronto, who's showing fight. That's been their thing over the last few weeks. They just been fighting. They would trail, though, at the half. Third quarter, Toronto on a 12-0 run to kick this thing off. VanVleet, as you see, just bulldozing his way in. And then Siakam on the same type of time. We're tied at 80. Look at the hustle here from Gary Trent Jr. He'll take it the length of the court and score. Raptors up. 3 minutes to go in the fourth. It's Bridges taking over once again. Had a big-time first quarter, a big-time fourth quarter. 29 points for Bridges. The Suns are up 3. 54 seconds to go. Raptors could use a stop like really bad. And Ayton says you're not going to get it. DeAndre Ayton helping put away the Toronto Raptors as 29, 3-6 by Bridges helps get the job done. 114-106 is your final from Phoenix. The Suns have now won 6 out of 7 games. Well, make no secret about it. If the play-in tournament started today, the Toronto Raptors wouldn't even be in that. 12th in the Eastern Conference for a team that's got a lot of talent on it. What do you do right now if you're Toronto with the trade deadline looming? There are 2 names that seem to be very hot on the market in Toronto, Canada, and it just so happens to be a player and a coach. OG Anunoby actually responded to the trade rumors recently, who, by the way, OG's out with an injury. He's not expected to be back as the Raptors are currently on a road trip. OG Anunoby flatly said it is what it is in regards to the trade rumors. So he's not denying that his name is out there. And when I hear guys say it is what it is, to me, it tells me they're in the space. And I can't speak for the man, but to me, when I hear that, I hear, look, if I get traded, it is what it is. Hopefully I end up somewhere better than it is. I ain't the happiest where I'm at right now. I wouldn't be like super upset if I got moved. I'm not saying trade me, but if I did get moved, I mean, it is what it is. The other name is Nick Nurse. We're hearing a lot of motion around the name Nick Nurse. Nick Nurse is set to enter the last year of his deal next season. Generally speaking, coaches of his caliber don't get that far in their deal. You want to lock a guy like that up if you believe he is your guy going forward. But I'm not so sure if the Raptors even know what they want to do right now. And if they go into full tank mode, a guy like Nick Nurse's name is going to be very hot. The feeling around the league is Nick Nurse can be a top 5 head coach again if given a better requisite of talent and being put in a market where talent wants to come to him. The feeling around the league is this ain't about Nick Nurse. This is about the culture in Toronto. And what I mean culture, I think a lot of guys just want to play basketball in Canada, and it stops them from getting a lot of talent. And you see them, they go in the direction of undersized guard. That's been their thing over the last few years. Even, the Kyle Lowry era, they had Fred VanVleet with Lowry towards the end of that thing. And obviously we know the right now they're going VanVleet and Gary Trent Jr. You're just not going to win big with 2 small guards like that. I'm sorry. They got a lot of guys, but it doesn't really mesh. Scotty Barnes, is he your face? Is Pascal your face? Like, just a lot of, I feel like they got 2 of everything. And they kind of need to figure out who's who and who on this team. And right now, I believe all bets are on. I wouldn't be surprised if OG gets moved to the deadline. I wouldn't be surprised if this is Nick Nurse's last year as Raptors head coach. I know he's got 1 more year left. I wouldn't be surprised if this is his last year. 12th in the East for the Raptors. They have definitely underwhelmed. And they've been pretty healthy this year. That is definitely underwhelming for a team of Toronto's caliber, just 4 years removed from a championship.